To this amazing drawing class. So today this class is called The Magic of Drawing. What makes it so unique about this class? Because drawing is very easy and you can improve your drawing skills so fast by just a simple technique. And in drawing, there's something called magic about that. And it's not about we're born like Leonardo da Vinci, but how you describe the object is that's how it can help you to improve your drawing skill. Let me go straight to the point and want to show you. We're going to take a look at this banana and we're going to describe this banana. So this banana looked like a hook, right? It just looked like an upward hook. So I'm just draw exactly how I would describe that. So you just follow along as I look at that picture. So that's exactly how I see that. And at the end of this hook, it fall down like a slope. And in the end, there's the end of the banana has a black stain there. So I just draw what I describe, right? It's a little pointy like a triangle and it had a black spot. Then the bottom line of the banana is follow the same shape as that curve of the banana. It curve and going up to make that hook. Okay, and in the top is just a straight rectangle going up. So I draw the handle of the banana, straight rectangle, right? And then it cut off like this. On the top there, we don't know how to describe that, but it has like a lot of wiggly lines, small line that just shooting out from the top of the banana. So I just describe those small line that just shooting out. And in the middle of the banana, what makes this banana is that middle line. The middle line just goes straight in the middle, in between that. And it cut off some. It's not a connected line. You see here, this line here, and then it stops, and then there's a black line, right? And then it continue, thin, and there's some freckles. That's the uniqueness. So you see what I'm doing? I'm actually describing this banana. The better you describe the banana, the better your drawing is. And there's a black stain there and a black spot here. So you don't have to be perfect. You just describe what you see, and that's exactly as I describe it, I draw it. And then in the end here, there's a little spot there, black spot, and a few dot of freckles here. Again, it didn't have to be perfect, but the more we describe, the better it is. So you see, it's as simple as that. And where the handle is, there's another black stain and it's a very thin line shooting up. So I did exactly what I see. Now, because this class is very quick, so I'm trying to speed up the process here. Let's draw something organic like this leaves here. It can be intimidating. It's very hard to draw, especially with this in and out the curve. So I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to draw exactly how I see on the screen. Actually, for me, it has this curve. Let me see. You see the light green? Let's see. You see that light green part here? This part? So that's how I see it. So I'm going to draw that leaves. So first, it can curve up like half of the moon, right? And in the end, it just drop down like you just fall, on the roller coaster. You just go slide down, right? And there's this mound over here. Half of the leaf go through half the leaf, and it go shoot up halfway and down, right? And then it cut off like half of the mountain. So again, I draw what I see, and this part coming out like a wave, and at the end is very important. It taper like a triangle. So like a triangle, see? And in this end, it come down sharp, hard, and it connect to the taper end. So again, I describe as I draw. I draw what I see. And the middle of the leaves come to this half of this moon here, this mountain, whatever you call it. the middle of the leaves come and it stopped there. So I draw that, and the veins start from the center shooting out, right? So I describe what I see. It shoot out from there, and from here it shoot out there, it shoot out here, and continue to the middle going down. And the vein, for some reason, I see that it's just coming down like that. So I'm just draw what I see. So now you have these leaves. So now you say, this doesn't look like a leaves. Well, because like I said, this is a very quick demonstration, right? The more you start to pay attention, like for example, I see some of the cut off the leaves, like some insect bite that area. So again, I describe that area, right? There's a hole here, looked like a bug had a good chunk of that piece of leaves there. So again, we draw what we see. And this leaf, it's not curved so smooth like that. It had a wave to it. So you see, I describe what I draw. The more you describe it better, the better your drawing get. And underneath here, there's a little shadows, right? A little shadow. So I draw a little shadow, right? So you see, there it is. And the leaves here, you see, very quick because I want to show you what it looked like. But if you actually describe it, it curved and it curved in a little bit and wave a little bit. So you see it getting a little bit better. So, and what about, you said, well, what about the sharp object like this? And it's like very hard to draw. Don't worry. Again, sometimes in the very beginning, it's very hard to see that. But as you continue more drawing, you become more natural and more fluid. So the way to describe this scissor is that it opened up like an X. Pretty much a very perfect shape of an X shape. So again, I'm going to draw that X first, right? Just like that, right? Now I'm going to go in and start with the first part of the scissor. What is the first part of the scissor look like? First, where in the middle of the X here is a perfect triangle. That is very, very skinny triangle, right? And the other part of that scissor is also another perfect sharp triangle. There you see, right? So now we go into the top part of the scissors. There's a screw that holding together is nothing but a circle and a line going in the middle, right? And then there's a plastic part supporting it, a darker purple on the outside. So I draw what I see. And now this part here start to curve out the handle. How do you describe that handle? I describe that handle as I don't know, like that spinning, the spinning, that triangle spinning wedgy thing. I don't know how to describe it, but I know it curve out like a balloon shape here in the end. Let me move the scissor up so I can have room. Okay, but I know that in the end the handle has like a curved triangle. It's a triangle, but it curved in one end. So again, I describe that triangle, and it curved like that, right? And it had a hole in the middle, thin here and thicker there, right? And now it curved in a little bit. It's not as straight as it is. It curved in a little bit, right? It curved in a little bit. So now this part, this handle on the left is smaller than this handle on the right. The handle on the right is twice bigger, and it's not a triangle anymore. It looked like an oval shape. So I describe that oval, right? It's an oval shape. Now don't worry if it touches the banana. Remember, the more you draw, the more it motivates you to draw more. And in the middle of this handle, because of the ergonomic, it curved in a little bit and out, okay? And it like this balloon shape. So I describe it like a green bean shape. So I draw the green bean shape. And then now you just connect that to the handle, the metal part of the scissors to handle. So now if you want to make it better, you describe it. Okay, here I see that the other part of the underneath part of the scissors. So I draw that underneath part of the scissors, right? And because it's away from the light, so it's a little darker. So you just shade it in that area. Mhm. So now you see, I have a scissor. It's not perfect, you said, but like I said, this is just only 5 minutes. What about if you draw it for 30 minutes, an hour, 10 day, 100 day? Like for me, this drawing behind me, I whenever I have time, 5 minutes, I draw, this beautiful fluffy animal. You see that? And then if you eat a banana, you say, wait a minute, I can spend 1 minute to draw this banana. So you just draw that, and over time it motivates you to draw more. So drawing is very simple. So the magic of drawing is not about someone who has magic, but someone who is able to describe. If you're able to describe, you're able to draw. So have fun drawing, and if you have any question, you can always contact me, give me a call, text, or email, or anything. And especially, I want you to have more questions, because the more question you are, the closer you get to describing. And that's the beauty of drawing, is that the more you draw, the more you're going to see, I like it. The more, when you get better at drawing, you're going to be very motivated. So you see, just these three simple shapes, and it makes the drawing so much better. What if you fill up this whole board with drawing, right? For example, this pomegranate. You see when I get in the groove of drawing, I start drawing non-stop here. This pomegranate is old, so it starts shrinking in, and it's like an oval, but it's very bumpy because it's been sitting for months. I'm apologize. I wish I have eat my pomegranate fresh when it first bought it, but you can see I describe it as a bumpy circle. And what makes this pomegranate is that there's the stem in the middle here. There's a stem, and it's very bumpy. So I just draw what I describe it bumpy there, and then it has like someone cut it. Someone cut it. So there we go with the stem, and then here it coming out like a star, but the fruit does not have a line to it. But I see some indication. And underneath here, I see roughness, black roughness to it. So I describe that roughness. I don't know how to draw that, but I know how to describe that. So I fill that in, right? And then over here, this roughness start to continue, right? hmm And there's like some line there and a line there. And there you go, this pomegranate. And someone might look at this drawing and say, you know, it ain't nothing really similar to a pomegranate. Don't worry, don't worry. If you have a color pencil and you color it in, it will look just fine. What makes it a pomegranate is that beautiful red purple color, right? And if you want to be more um, precise, you turn the pomegranate sideways like this and draw it. Because sometimes from the top, people can say, oh, that could be an apple, it could be an orange, it could be anything. But if you draw from the side here like this, people can tell because the pomegranate, the end of the pomegranate, right? It has like it tapered in like a tail of a bazooka or an airplane or some kind of you know end there. So you see, the more I describe it, I don't know how to describe it, but it looked like the jet kind of like shooting out, and then how the texture, the bumpy texture of the pomegranate, right? Beautiful. So you draw exactly what you describe. I describe like it got sand and a little bit texture here and there, little freckles here and there. Describe what you see. And like I said, drawing is not overnight. So the more you draw, the better it get. So what is the magic of drawing? The magic of drawing is just keep on drawing. Thank you. We'll see you in the next drawing session.